Hello everybody, this is Lee Phillips' Journey of Truth. It is 3:50 in the afternoon on this Thursday, August the 21st. It is 85 degrees out and we are here on Main Street. We're going to do a update on the library because they've got Main Street closed off on one side where they're putting the curbing at, and so we're going to walk down through here and walk around and give y'all another update. They've got flaggers that are flagging the traffic and it's moving pretty well. I don't think there's too many complaints. Just kind of like a normal day on Main Street. We're walking past 254. We're not going to take a look at it too much. That's going to be on another video. Folks, y'all don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe. That way the algorithms will pick up and I can see how many people I've got. Showing all the love. And then ring that bell because you never know when I'm going to be dropping a video. But if I see something, I'm going to get it and I'm going to put it out there for y'all. So here they got the flaggers at Covington Street. And they're directing traffic. Hadn't heard no sirens, hadn't been no wrecks yet. That's good. So we're gonna walk down the property and go around this way because a whole lot has been happening down here since I did my last update. They have really got this curbing tying in really nice to the street side. They took a saw. Let me let this car get past and I want to show y'all. They didn't just dig out beside the road to put their curb in. They took a saw and cut the asphalt so that there would be a straight line for them to join the curbing in. And I want y'all to look at this jam up job of this curbing at the street side. And then they got this drain area right here that just looks super nice. Can't wait to see the final product when all the landscaping and all gets done. But they got the curve in right there, and that little notch you see out of the curbing, I'm gonna guess that's where the sidewalk access coming in is gonna be on both sides and around the curb down there. Now this I thought was just amazing when I saw this. They put this curve in the curbing that curves all the way around to Lucy Street. It's not going to be a square corner that's going to be hard to turn when you make a turn. They rebuilt this whole drain right here. That was why they were busting it out the other day, because they were going to rebuild it and get the right height on the drain cap plate right there. And so now they've got all this ready to be filled in with asphalt around through here. All this curbing is done up this side, and they've got the offshoots where you can see the water will come down the gutter and it'll go right off in that other gutter and run into the drain. Now this side here on Lucy Street, they didn't cut it with a saw to make it have that straight line. So I'll be interested in seeing how that they do with this repair on the edge, because if they just try and fill it in, that's gonna just flake out over time and chunks will be coming out. Now up through here they cut the line. They cut the line up through there, but down through there they didn't cut the line. So maybe they're gonna come back and cut the line on that bottom part down there. Now, I can tell you water will never make it into this drain because the gutter is tilted high on the curb side facing out toward the road. Water is always going to run out in the road right here before it runs into that drain right there. That curbing is not tilted back toward the curb, it is tilted facing outward toward the road. They got their backside, the high side, up too high when they set their form board on this side, because water's supposed to be turned from the center of the road out to the gutter. And you can see the gutter down yonder on the other side of that drain. It tilts away from the road like it should, but this one doesn't. It tilts back toward the road. So we'll see how that works out. And right there, it looks like this road transition to that curbing right there is not going to work out good. There's going to be a hump right in here and a big dip, because this road is already, the road height, the height of the road is the height of the top of the curb back there. That's how much low they got that right there with the road out here. I don't know that that's proper. They might have to come back and revisit that, because you can clearly see that it's way lower. It just dives down when it comes this way. And so they've got to still finish that, but that's gonna create a huge hump at that transition point to the street right there. And so they've got that one stopped at the corner right there. We'll give y'all a look down through there. They got all that curbing done and all. And they left an opening over there. I don't know if that's going to be a drive-through opening for parking over that way, or if that's just for construction vehicles to go through there. But where this bonnet is right here, when they get this curbing finished up through here, this bonnet's gonna be a drain area just like the ones down through there. So that'll be real good. I'll give y'all once again a view from walking across the lawn up here. There ain't no geese out here, so hadn't seen the geese in a few days. Now my last update video that I did, I ran out of memory space. And when I got down here to the corner and walked across the road, my recording cut off and I didn't get to finish. So we'll walk across and we'll have that conversation here in just a minute. So they're getting this end down through here, cutting off the asphalt. We got traffic lined up back to City Hall right there, but it's not too bad. It's gonna come right on through. Oh, there's a pretty good line of cars. There must have been some come from the red light down there. Pretty good many. Alright, so they got it stopped right there. And I'm gonna walk across before this other has time to get through, but they can't come through because there's too many cars on Main Street backed up from the main light. So we'll walk up this side of Main Street and take a look. We got the guys there working. My buddy on the track hoe there. These guys are out here in the heat. They don't care. They come out and they get it done. So yeah, they're gonna have to watch how many cars they let through, because now vehicles that want to come this way can't come this way and are going to be backed up all the way on Main Street. But a lot of people are going to turn on West Pecan Street, and they're going to go that way to get around this debacle. Oh, look at there. Right on time. Love to hear those chimes. That's 4 o'clock. Now traffic coming north on Main Street can move. All right, progress being made at the library. Like I said before, once that curbing goes in, you're gonna see things start moving fast. I think these guys are trying to get done with all the curbing by tomorrow. I don't know how late they're gonna work this evening, if they're gonna try and set forms up or if they're just gonna move the barrels back to the edge. But if y'all see this video tonight, y'all might want to be prepared on coming through in the morning or during the day tomorrow. Just be aware, be cautious when you're coming down Main Street. And now right here, once again, they're gonna let too many cars. Too many cars. You can't let the other go when it's all backed up. She's got to quit letting too many cars through, because you can't let that side go when there's too many cars. Although I'm not really trying to tell them how to do their job, but they have to pay attention to things like that. Because right here, getting into rush hour on Main Street, you've got to pay attention to how many cars are in the line. And I'm not going to show y'all too much of 254 Main right there. That's going to be another video. Looks like the flag is kind of hung up on the pole. We've got a little slight breeze, but it ain't enough to untangle it. But we might get a thunderstorm this evening. So I want to remind y'all, we're going to have another concert next month here on the green. If y'all are scared to come out because you think it's going to rain, come on out. You can always leave. But come on out and enjoy the party. And if you're not able to come out, you can see it on my Facebook group or on my page. I share my YouTube videos on things that happen on my Facebook, so that way everybody can have a chance to see what's happening in Loganville that wants to see. There's a lot of folks that I know that have moved out of town, and they're interested in what's happening with the growth in our town. So I'm trying to do a public service. Like I said, I'm not monetized. I don't make any money from this. I do it because my doctor told me I needed to start getting more exercise because of my genetic condition that attacks my body and makes me weak. I have to build my body up with strength constantly because it's always being worn down. 2 Fridays from today, or a week from tomorrow, I'm going in to have full shoulder replacement, reverse ball and socket surgery. This will be the second surgery that I've had done on my right shoulder. And so I'm hoping I'm going to be rehabilitated enough by the time that we have our next concert that I'm able to come out and do a video. I don't know how active of a video it will be by, me walking around and interacting and getting the good shots and all, but it might just be a straight up sitting in one place video where I don't have to wear my left arm out trying to hold my camera. So I don't know, we'll see. If at all, if I'm able, yeah, I'll push through, because that's what I do. If I die, then I die doing what I love. But I am not the type to say, woe is me, and sit down in a chair and not do nothing. I can't do that. If He wants to take me, He can take me, but until He does, I'm going to keep on pushing forward. That's what I'm going to do. So folks, y'all remember, be safe out there. Be good to one another. Do something kind for someone. And y'all have a blessed day.